Hello, I'm Ron Beyer, Golden Harvest Agronomist here in Northwest Iowa. As you can see, the field behind me is getting ready for harvest, so I want to provide for you a few tips that you can utilize to get the most out of every soybean field that you've got here at harvest time. One of the primary goals that we want to try to look at is trying to minimize our in-field losses at harvest. A couple of different ways that we can see these in-field losses. First and foremost, what I would consider the head shatter, or if the reel is going a little bit too fast, if our beans are just far too dry, if it's a hot sunny day and we've got soybeans flying all over. We can adjust our combine, adjust our reel speed at that time, slow things down, or come back at a different time to go ahead and minimize that type of loss. But one of the primary losses that I think many of the growers fail to recognize is trying to capture that correct moisture at the time of harvest. We want to try to get back into this field for our optimum yield potential here at somewhere between 13 to 13.5% moisture. That's going to give us the majority of the yield potential of this field. So let's take a look at how our yields are driven on soybeans. A bushel of soybeans is 60 pounds per bushel at 13% moisture. Anything that's less than that allows extra pounds to be left in the field. I speak that primarily if the grower gets in here, let's just say, for example, at 9% moisture that he takes this field out. At 9% moisture, harvest rating on the moisture reading of these beans, he's actually needing 4.5% more soybeans to make up that 60-pound bushel. That's additional loss that we can try to recoup. Just to put it into perspective, let's just say if we've got a 60 bushel per acre yield potential and the grower is harvesting these beans at 9%, selling price right now is at $13 per bushel. He's losing approximately $35 per acre by not harvesting at 13% moisture rather than at 9%. That's additional income that you can utilize by just optimizing the yield or the moisture potential of the soybeans when we get back out there at harvest time. So a couple of things that I wanted you guys to kind of keep in mind. First and foremost, let's make sure that we've got our combine set correctly at the time that we get back in to harvest this field. Minimize that head shatter, the reel speed shatter. We can do that. Try and stay out of the fields on this really hot, sunny days when you've got a lot of moisture fluctuation within the soybean field. Make certain that we try to come back into the field at the correct moisture. I would try to optimize this anywhere between 13 to 13.5% if at all possible. Now we know that fields vary, our weather environment varies, but try to put together the best game plan. Even if you come back out at say 13.5, even up to 14% moisture, try to take them slightly earlier to capture that additional weight, the additional bushels that you've got. Hopefully these tips can help you to maximize and even optimize your yield potential. I'm Ron Beyer, Golden Harvest Agronomist here in Northwest Iowa. Good harvesting.